Maybe we should find out what our next guest thinks. Sabermetrics and baseball, they clearly go hand in hand these days, but can the numbers really reveal a World Series winner? According to one middle schooler, they do. How he called the matchup in March. Next on SportsCenter. You know, if I go back 100 years to when I was in the 8th grade, I was just trying to figure out how to turn on my Texas Instrument. It's a calculator for the millennials. Connor Whitehill used an 8th grade class project to create an algorithm that he hoped would correctly predict the results of MLB's 2016 season before it even started. His metric? The Connor curve, as explained by Connor himself.
Welcome to our Masterworks project video. I took statistics from all fields of baseball, batting, pitching, fielding, and put them all up into one Connor curve. This spreadsheet allows me to create all these algorithms that weight the numbers. I gave pitching 50% of a team's success, batting 45% of a team's success, and fielding only 5% of a team's success. Then I get a number on a scale of 0 to 100. And now with these numbers we've generated, we can pick division winners, wildcard teams, and even the world champion. I predict that the winner of the National League will be the Chicago Cubs, the winner of the American League will be the Cleveland Indians, and the winner of the World Series will be the Chicago Cubs.
So there you go. Who could have saw that coming? Connor is with us now on SportsCenter, making his SportsCenter debut at like 12 years old. Oh my God. So you predicted 4 of the 6 division winners, Connor, and then you predicted that the Cubs and Indians would meet. Here's the thing. It's been 71 years since the Cubs were in a World Series and 19 years since the Indians were. What did people say when you predicted this matchup in March?
Now, when I first predicted this matchup, I definitely doubted myself. I wasn't actually really surprised when I saw the Chicago Cubs, considering that they had a very good season last year, and they were a pretty good team. But I think the one that surprised me the most was probably the Cleveland Indians, considering that they were only around 500 last year. But I'm glad that I stuck with my numbers because it turned out pretty well.
I'd say so. Connor, are you a baseball fan? Why did you decide to do this?
So I'm definitely a big baseball fan. I love my Giants. I'm also an A's fan as I live here in Oakland. But I think what kind of decided me to do this was I just wanted to do something where I could put all these teams together and use my skills in math and filmmaking to also add on with my baseball, with my love for baseball.
Your love for baseball, you said you loved the Giants, so did you see how their season was going to play out? Did you predict that coming?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about this metric. I definitely felt like I'll stand by my numbers, but a lot of this is determined by luck. I mean, if the Giants hadn't had this immense bullpen collapse like they did, then this whole complexion of the playoffs could be completely different.
All right, Connor, so this is all about baseball, but do you like other sports? Are there any other sports that you're going to start predicting with this Connor algorithm?
I think what's so special about baseball is just that it's so easy to analyze. There are just so many statistics, sabermetrics. It feels like baseball is just the easiest sport to analyze because of all the statistics and the great minds that are around it. I love the Warriors, considering that I live here in the Bay Area, but it's just harder to make an algorithm like that for basketball or football or other sports because there's just not as many statistics to back up your theories.
Well, using a statistic, you're batting 1,000 right now in baseball, so I'd stay there. I will say this. We just heard you predict that the Cubs are going to win. They're down 2-1 in the series. Do you want to change your mind?
I mean, I think I'm going to stand by the Cubs. I mean, they were first in the league in base runners allowed, and the Indians were 9th. And I feel like if they could finally get their bats rolling and they can stay consistent with their pitching, I think that they can come back.
Well, I think you've got a future in this, kid, if you want to do it. You're making your SportsCenter debut, and you're, what, in the 9th grade now? Unbelievable. Connor Whitehill. Yeah. Check out this kid on YouTube. He's fantastic. Thanks for joining us this morning on SportsCenter.
Thank you.
Connor's got a good agent.
He really does. Wow. He's great.